Hello and welcome to How to GoPro episode 7. I cannot believe I made it this far either. 7 consecutive weeks has to be a record for me. How to GoPro episode 7 is about virtual running. This is going to be part 1 in an extensive part series. I am going to share every single last detail on how I film my runs in the most easiest, fastest, simplest, most comfortable way that makes you want to keep doing it. How I film it, how I edit it, how I upload it, how I create the thumbnails, information you can include on the title, in the description. This is going to be episode 1, so I'm only going to share 3 things to get you started. The 3 main things if you've never done it before. What camera do I use? What settings do I use? And do I need a gimbal? I'm going to answer those questions today. This is just how I do it. Many people do it a different way, and I'm not many people, I'm just me, so this is the way that I do
it. So these videos, people can follow along on their treadmill. I follow other people's runs from all around the world.
I follow people who have done runs around Florida, runs in the UK, runs in Japan.
Runs all over the place. Hawaii. I've created many virtual runs in my time. I use the head mount, the chest mount, handheld and a gimbal.
I'm going to have links in the description to every single video that I tried so that you can see what they look like and why I decided to go with this formula.
So let's get going. The first thing is what camera to use. Yes, and these are my notes and I don't care if you can see them. So you can use whatever camera you are comfortable running with. So if you run for an hour, you probably don't want to hold a big heavy camera. Have a really good phone, use your phone. I personally use a GoPro, of course. If you're going to use a GoPro, I recommend get a GoPro that has good stabilization already built into it. There are a lot of other virtual runners that use the GoPros that were older versions of GoPro, but they use the gimbal and it looks fine. So you can use anything you feel comfortable holding for as long as you run. So if you run for an hour, you have to think, can I hold this for an hour? So something lightweight, something compact, and something that is not going to make you go, I really want to put this down mid-run. I recommend if you're going to go out and buy gear, I wouldn't start with anything below a GoPro Hero 7 Black, because the GoPro Hero 7 Black is the best GoPro for stabilization before any other GoPro. Obviously, get the newest GoPro if money's not an option. Get the 9. If the 10's out, get the 10. The stabilization each year is always going to be better. I started with the GoPro Hero 7. I'm now using the GoPro Hero 9. So again, all this is up to you. Use whatever settings you want. I choose to use certain settings for certain types of runs. So I currently have a Gold Coast beach running series. I use 4K Super View in 30 frames per second. For every beach run, I try and stick with those settings so it has a certain look. With the beach run, the beach is best, in my opinion, for Super View, because then you can see more of the beach. You want to see as much of the ocean and as much of the beach as possible. I always try and film on a good sunny day, so I save myself a lot of time and effort by putting it on GoPro Color. Let the GoPro color grade for you that day. When I did some runs in the city of Broadbeach, if I run through buildings and things with lots of detail, I will film the GoPro Hero 9 in 5K and I'll turn the color on RAW. The 5K will pick up all the details of all the buildings, the windows, and I like to color grade myself for that. So I put it in RAW so that I can really boost the contrast up myself so you can see all the intricate details. Have a look at my Broadbeach city run. That is in 5K, filmed in RAW color mode, and then I did my own color grading. Just make the choices, stick to them for the same type of runs that you're doing so that your viewers start to realize what to expect and each run looks similar. The other one is, do I use a gimbal? Yes, the answer is always yes. Yes, 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 we always use a gimbal. You also need something to hold. Why hold a selfie stick when you can hold a gimbal? Don't hold it like this, don't hold it running for a video that you want the public to run to, because you will eventually put your finger over it, you'll eventually have it a little bit sideways, you'll eventually swing it like this, and you might even drop it and mess up your whole run and you have to start again. If you use the head mount, every time you look around, you're going to throw the person on the treadmill a little bit off, because they're in the zone, they're running on their treadmill and they're looking straight, and then all of a sudden the video goes boom boom like this because you're looking for traffic. I don't recommend using the head mount for virtual running. That's more for personal running. The chest mount's pretty good. You can use that, but people will get your hands in it like this. And I don't know if people want to see that. Some say the GoPro Hero 9's already got really good stabilization. Why would I use a gimbal? Because more is always better. More stabilization equals better. GoPro is spending a lot of its time stabilizing, which the GoPro 9 is very, very good at. It's eating up a lot of power trying to keep it still, right? But if you're using a gimbal, the gimbal's doing that for the GoPro. So the GoPro can now use its energy, use its power to make your picture look better. So the gimbal I've been using is the Hohem Tech.
This is the iSteady Pro 3-axis handheld stabilizing gimbal 4-action camera, and it is splash proof from Hohem. So when it comes to virtual running, I definitely recommend the gimbal, no matter what camera that you're using. Even if you're using a phone, some of these have phone attachments.
Get one that's affordable, and if it comes with a little tripod pit, secure it. Hohem gimbal, the GoPro 7, the GoPro 8 fits on it really well with a bracket.
I got it for the GoPro 7 and it worked really, really well. And then when I upgraded to the GoPro 9, it didn't fit, so I just put lucky bands around it.
Yeah, so you can actually swap hands when running with gimbal. So I'm running like this the whole time, and the image looks very, very still. And I run like this for about 5-6 minutes, and then I swap hands like this, and you won't even notice in the video when I'm swapping hands. Sometimes I swap hands quite a lot to save my shoulder while I'm running.
Gimbal you want, but this is the one that I used that I found was very affordable and it did the job really well. And if you like how my virtual runs look, this is the equipment I'm using. I'm using the Hohem gimbal and I'm using the GoPro Hero 7 Black or the GoPro Hero 9. These are the 3 things that I recommended to get started. Get a lightweight camera. I recommend the GoPro with inbuilt stabilization. Settings, use any settings you want if you use a gimbal. And yes, always use a gimbal. So I hope that helped. If you have any questions, ask in the comments and I will address it in the next video. The next video on virtual running, I'm going to go through how to track your runs, why and how to check the weather, running a distance, what run to do, what distance to do, and how to plan your route. Please subscribe because I don't have many subscribers and I need some. If you like this video, it only takes a second to press the like button, so please press the like button, I'll just wait. Thank you. If you hit the bell, you get notified when my videos come out, and that just saves thinking. So I always hit the bell on other people's videos. So this video was also sponsored by this wonderful leaf that flew on mid-video. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening to me. like, subscribe, and hit the bell because I need you to. Boom.